Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Tinker77, and we're back on the Craftoria world. And today, we're finally going to start up into the AE, Applied Energistics, so we can get some work on our storage system, which I've been talking about in the last couple of episodes. You can see behind me over my left or right shoulder. I don't know. I can't tell which shoulder it is on here. You can see I have upgraded the power system, so we have plenty of power now, and that's excellent. And so what I have started to do today is I have started to work on creating the first things we need for Applied Energistics. Now, what we have to do is we have to go and find a meteor. Now, there are some on the map, but I'm assuming that the ones like, say, this one right here, which is really close to this base, has been used. So we're probably got to go kind of far away to go and find one. So what do you have to do this? Well, you need a charger, and you need to charge up a compass. Now, what I have done here is I've built the charger. It's pretty easy. It's very, very easy to do. But I put on the back of this an Ender Gate. This is a Nitro Ender Gate. It's one of the power mods. And in the last episode, I was using two different Ender cells. One was receiving and one was transmitting. And that works. But I think that this is actually a better solution. It's nice and tiny, and it's a little bit less resources to make. You can see this little button on the back of here. That's an Ender cell, and it's actually attached to my power network. You can go on this, and you can right-click it, and it looks like the Ender cell's interface, so it's the same thing. So we're all good there, and it is powering this charger. Now, what you want to do here is you want to put in the compass, and then you can see it basically charged it up and made something else. And this right here, it went into my backpack, is a compass, and it should point to the closest or nearest meteor. Now, see, the one in my hotbar is pointing in that direction, whereas the one that's in my hand is not doing anything. So, but that's kind of like a good tool to have, so we can try to find a meteor. Now, it says it's that way, so let's look in that direction. We're kind of looking this direction, and so it says there's one out here, but I don't see it anywhere. I mean, you know, I would think that this one's closer, so if it's pointing this direction, it should be right here, then there's nothing here. Now, they could be underground, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go try to find a meteor so we can kind of get started with this AE project. Now, this is quite funny, and I'm going to show you this so you can see that the in the hotbar it is showing that my the meteor is over in this direction, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to fly off this way. I thought maybe that's something far away, but then I noticed that the needle is like moving like a lot. So I'm like, okay, let's go follow this. I'm like, okay, let's fly this direction. We're flying. And then all of a sudden it changes again. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's because right here is a meteor right outside my base that I never saw. It's right here. So that's really cool. I didn't need this. My base is like right around the corner. I mean, I'm like actually in one of my claimed zones. This is kind of cool. So anyway, we got to mine this stuff up. I'm just going to use a quick vein mine on this stuff so I can get the materials. There's some things here, but inside of here should be, and no one's claimed it, there it is the mysterious cube. You're going to break this, and when you break this, you should get the presses that we need. There they are right there, and hopefully I got all of them. Let's go see. So we got 4 of them. We got the engineering, the logic, the calculation, and the silicon press. So that's good. And then we have here some of these Certus Quartz blocks, and these are kind of like the amethyst, where they have the ability to have buds on them and grow them. And so we're going to, first of all, I want to see if I can get all of this. Can I mine just these blocks up top? Yeah. And what did that give us here? Let's go look. It gave us 34 Certus Quartz crystals. That's good. And now we have a bunch of these other blocks here. Now, some of these might be flawless. There's a flawless. There's a flawless. We got a lot of flawless ones. And we need to grab those. And the other ones we need to just take with us. So let me see how we're going to do this. I have not done this yet. I feel like I'm just bobbing around in the ocean, and it's just not fun. At least if I can put a block here so I can stand on it. Can I stand on that? There we go. Okay. So again, these flawless Certus Quartz blocks are the ones who actually will grow full Certus Quartz crystals, which is what we want. The other ones aren't really as useful. So we're going to break up those and this block over here. Now that I have broken up all of those, you can see that we have just a few of these left. There's 5 of those. And they can be moved, and I have seen where people have used the cut paste gadget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select them and cut them, which kind of like stores it like you would do a, cut paste in like a word processor. It'll cut them and put them into the clipboard or the buffer in the machine. And then we're going to take those over to our base, which is just right over there. and place them down. That way we have access to these. So I've got this block right here. I've put the other ones over here temporarily until I have a better farm idea of what I want to do. But this is the one I'm going to work with for generating Certus and dust and Certus Quartz for now. And so we're gonna have to work on getting some things to automate this, because you can see it's slowly growing. You see those are there, but nothing's on there yet, and we need to speed that up. And we're gonna need some Fluix crystals for that. So the first thing we gotta do is we gotta take some of these. These are our regular Certus Quartz crystals, and we're going to go in here and charge them. You can see it charges that up pretty quick, and then when we grab it, we now have in our inventory here a charged Certus Quartz crystal. And that's one of the first steps we need to do now. If we take that with, I believe it's with redstone, and we don't have a lot here, but we have a lot over in the mining dimension, and some nether quartz. I believe you throw these into a pool of water, and you get Fluix, and that's one of the next things I wanted to make sure that we could do. And I'm going to use this little area back here by our power system for this. This should be pretty easy. I don't have the keybind. I haven't done it yet for the pickup upgrade here, so I'm going to put this in here, and it shouldn't pick up anymore. I don't know if it will. Hold on, I know what I'm doing here. Let's go into that, and there is pickup upgrade. I'm going to take that off, so it shouldn't pick up, and we don't have a magnet, so we should be good. So now if I take this charge one, and we change the redstone dust in there, and the nether quartz dust in there, and you can see it formed that from, and these are just leftovers, but it gave us Fluix crystals. So that's how you get Fluix crystals. And now I need to get a bunch of those, because we're going to start to make up a system here to get more Certus Quartz crystals growing from this flawless budding Certus Quartz block. For now, I've been getting the Certus Quartz dust from these smaller little buds as they grow. When you click that, you can see it made that and put it into my inventory. You get these Certus Quartz dust pieces, and those are useful for some other things that we're going to build here. Remember, we're going to be setting this one up as our more automated piece, so I'm working on that right now. What we wanted to do, like I said, was we wanted to make some form of a thing to make it grow faster, and so that is the growth accelerator. And this is the recipe for that. And you can see it takes some things that we already have. Iron. It takes Fluix blocks, which is basically made from the Fluix crystals, which we have. And quartz glass. Well, that's those 5 right there. So we should be able to make that pretty quickly with the stuff we have on us, as long as we get one more of this. And then we need to make some of the MX, the Fluix cables here, the ME glass cable, which is Fluix and a quartz fiber. And again, that takes the quartz dust. Now that's pretty easy to do. Like I said, we're just going to go and get more of this quartz dust here. I could take the quartz that we have here and use like a crusher or something to get it down to a different size. And I may do that. Maybe I will. I don't know. We've got a lot of quartz coming, Certus Quartz, so it might not be a bad idea. Like if I were to take maybe 8 of this right now and just put it in here, it'll crush it down and give us the dust that we need. I know we could get it from here if we waited, but this is not going to hurt, and we'll have stuff that we need in just a second. So let me wait for this. We just grabbed out some of the Certus Quartz, and I already made the glass, so now we should be able to go into here. And if we look at what we need for this cable here, the quartz fiber, it's just glass and 3 of those, so I should be able to make that. I don't know why I didn't select that when I have all of that here, but there we go. We have that. And then to make the cable that we were talking about, we just need to have a couple of Fluix crystals with that quartz fiber, and there we go. Now we're going to need a couple more blocks here, so let's do like that. Let's do 4 of these. There we go. So we have pretty much everything here except for the iron, and I don't know why this is not letting me go into here and select it. That's just, you know, the way this thing works, which is why we're trying to get this gone. So it was this recipe there. We had a block, and we had these 2 here, and we had the glass here, and that created the growth acceleration, the growth accelerator here. Now I'm going to power this from our power system, and I have a few of the ender gates, so I'm going to just pick one. I probably don't need a lot for this, so I'm just going to pick a starter, and that should be fine. And we're going to go over here and set this up. So you can see it already has a little crystal on the side here. So I'm going to set this up, so I believe I just have to, is it just around it, and we're going to have it going sideways maybe? I think this top part is where it accepts power. I'm not sure. See, yeah, I think it's on top. I guess it doesn't matter which side it is. But now that should be on this channel, it should be receiving power. And you see little like electric sparks and things. That should be making this grow a little bit faster. So as long as I provide power to one of these, it should work. What I want to do here, and you can see it is growing, that's good. I want to get 3 more of these set up so they can be on all the sides so that we're really just harvesting from the top. Because as soon as this gets to be a full bud, that will provide full crystals, rather as these, they're basically creating, I can't even see it here, but if you look, like there's a full crystal right there. But these are like the medium ones. If you break the medium ones, you can see it makes crystals, or sorry, the dust, but if you do the full one, it gets an actual crystal. So I'm going to make 3 more of these and power them all together so that we can have at least the growth going, and then we'll work on automating the farming of the crystals. So I've made these, and I wanted to get these all connected up to one power source, and I found that the orientation of the growth accelerators matters. So now when I put this over here, though, you can see they all link up. That's fantastic, but this energy acceptor, or the ender gate, sorry, the ender gate doesn't work. I can't place it on anything, and I think I need to make an energy acceptor from AE to pull that into the network. I think that's what I need to use. So let's go build that. I've been looking at this over here. So if I put in here an energy acceptor, actually an acceptor, where is it? There it is, right over here. Energy acceptor. It takes 4 iron, 4 of the quartz glass, and a piece of copper, which we should have all of that. So maybe the copper? Is that what's given? No, we have copper. So I don't know why. I don't know why this thing does what it does, because, yeah. Oh, I know why, because we didn't make the glass yet. That's what it is. Makes it's more of the glass. There we go. Okay, false alarm. So we're going to make the acceptor here. There we go. And this block should then accept energy from other sources and pull into the network. So if I put this block right here as an example, you can see it did connect up there, and then I should be able to put the ender gate on the side, and there we go. And then we start to see electric going through these little things. Yes, we can see them all. And so now it should be growing pretty fast, these Certus Quartz crystals. If I mine that, you can see it should start up pretty quick here. Come on. Yeah, it should be anyway. And then what we need to do next is probably put some sort of block breaking or gathering mechanism on top of this, and then we can just generate Certus Quartz as much and fast as we want. Now, we're going to be doing this for Certus Quartz, which will be waiting until it gets fully grown, and that is the first farm that we're going to make from here. There it is. It's already grown. We'll grab it. There we go. The second one we're going to make is similar to these, where it gives us dust. So that'll be another one we have over here. And then the third one that we're going to make is going to be one that basically auto smelts the dust or the quartz into the silicon that we need for a lot of our resources for Applied Energistics. So this is working great. So let me see about trying to make the mechanism that we're going to use to break the Certus Quartz crystals. To work with breaking of these Certus Quartz clusters, we're going to use modular routers again. Very similar to how we set up our lava system over here for ours. We're going to do something very similar with the modular router. So I'm going to put the router on top of this block right here. And it looks like it's facing the right direction. Oh, I hear some zombies. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go into here. And what do we want this to do? Well, we want it to do a breaking. Now, this is made with a pickaxe and the blank module. And I made that with a axe that I was able to, or pickaxe that I was able to get modified with enchantments. And so we want to do this. Now, I think I have to go into it first, actually, here. I keep forgetting. And I'm going to say I only want to get it to whitelist, and I only want to break the quartz clusters, okay? And let's make sure I go out and go back in because of that bug that I had, and I've shown you before. And I'm going to have it go on to the front side only, okay? So let me go back in. Whitelist is here, the quartz, Certus Quartz crystal there, and it is in the front. So I should be able to go into here and put that in. And you can see it immediately broke it because I identified that as what we want. Now, this should start growing, and you notice it's not breaking it because we set a certain thing. And then as soon as it gets to the right size, it will break it. So there it went. Okay, so now we got stuff inside of the buffer. Now we have to get that out, and I'm going to store it in a storage drawer that is sitting above it. And what do we have to do to get it to go there? Well, we have to use a sender. So I'm going to use a sender module. I'm going to say whitelist. And then we go like that, and we're going to say send a cluster. I'm going to, again, exit out to make sure it saves it, and we're going to go up, okay? Whitelist, crystals, and up. And so if I do that, and I put this into here, they should start to show up there, and it's automatically unloading everything from its buffer into this drawer. So now we have access to Certus Quartz crystals whenever we want, and that's fantastic. Now this system works just the same. I could just build another one of these and have another drawer for these little crystals here, or these actually the dust here that we keep getting. I can set that up in the same way, have some more of these crystal growth accelerators. And yeah, so I think I'm going to do that next. I'm just going to set the same system up, and we have that running in just a second. And now through the power of running around back and forth over to the storage system and back and editing, of course, we now have this set up to doing both of these. So you can see this is providing me the Certus Quartz, what are these things? The big crystals, and this is the dust. And really we could do one more if we get a different system set up to do to basically take the dust that you get here and to make it into silicon, which we need for the chips that we make for Applied Energistics. But yeah, this is working out really nicely. And again, this is all being powered by this right here. You can see all these growth accelerators are just functioning just fine, and this will just keep on going, and we'll hear the jingle of the things breaking for quite a while. Now, while modular routers would be good for what we're trying to do for this next one to smelt down these pieces, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be using it is the simple block breaker from Just Dire Things. And you can see it takes the ferrocore ingots and some lapis and redstone observers and things. And I have all of that, so we're going to make this block, okay? And I'm not sure if it has to take power or whatever. Wow, I'm getting a little bit of a lag spike. This is very odd. There it goes. Okay, that was very strange. This is a block that I basically, as I understand it, will break blocks that are in front of it as long as it has the right tool inside of it. So if we put this here, you can see it doesn't take any power, but you have to put a tool in here. Okay, so what am I going to do with this tool? As I have to build it out of a Just Dire Things pick. So I'm looking around here, and you can see there are various add-ons and things. And I'm going to try to first of all make it my pick have a smelter. So we're going to make a couple of blast furnaces. Actually, I could just use those blast furnaces, but I've got some stuff here, so let's just make them up here. Where are we at? We're making the smelter upgrade here. Take some blast furnaces, which I have enough for that. And we're trying to make that right there, and we have this upgrade. And now I'm going to put this inside of my pick. So after a little reading, it says that you have to use this in a smithing table. So I'm assuming I take the pickaxes we had, and we have the smelter upgrade, and now we have that in our pickaxe. And you can see here, if I go onto it, and I is it shift? There it is. We have a smelting upgrade, and it has lava repair. And the reason why I want this is because this will use durability while it's doing the breaking, but then when it gets done, we should be able to take it out and go get it repaired, and it should be fine. So we're going to go over here, and this has a smelting ability right on it right away. So let's just put it right here. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to put this into here. Okay. And it should, see right there, it gave me some silicon. So as soon as it can, it should break that and pop out the silicon. Now, we're going to have to find some way of picking this stuff up because obviously it's going to be doing this for a while. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. Dire Things has this thing called an item collector. It's just a diamond, a pearl, some hoppers, and some more of these ferrocore ingots. And so if you make that, then you have the item collector. So let's go back over here and let's set this up. You can see it's still producing a lot of that resource, the silicon. We're going to pick this up, put this right into a drawer. This is where we're going to put the silicon, and I'm going to take it out of my inventory here and put it into here. Now I need to lock these drawers. I haven't done that yet, but we'll do that in a little bit. Now I'm going to set up this item collector, and I'm going to put it on top here. Let's see, can I do that? Let's go up here. Okay, and this is kind of like a device that will pick up items. You can see that's probably going to pick them up as it goes. But what you can do is you can set up where it's going to pick up. So let's see about looking where it's looking for a spot right there. So we definitely got to go down 1, 2, 3 blocks for sure. So let's set that up. We're going to set in the Y. We're going to go -1, -2, -3. And we want to go basically 1 in front of that. So, and that is in, I think that's in the Y or Z direction. So we'll go this way. We'll go to Z +1. Nope, -1. And you can see it's got that area, and it should be picking those things up. Problem we've got here is they're bouncing out and around. So we definitely want to stop that. So let's put some blocks around that so they don't bounce away. And I'm going to put in some glass. I think that'll work so we can kind of see it. And there we go. That is working just fine. You can see that when the things grow, it'll automatically get it out of there and smelt it down. And it kind of pops into that space, and then it goes up into the machine. And that's excellent. Now let's turn off that render area so we don't have the little square. And you can see that's working nicely. And I kind of like the way the glass looks, so I'm going to put glass on all of these, even though we really don't need it. But this way we should be able to see when things get grown. We get machines are making the silicon. We get the Certus dust and the Certus crystals. This is working out really nice. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got time for this video. I wanted to stop here before we really get into making all of the machines and devices and tools and things that we need for Applied Energistics. This really is the main set of resources that we need for what we're going to do in the next episode. And hopefully by the end of the next episode, we will have our storage system converted over to Applied Energistics. That's the goal. So we'll see how far we get in the next episode. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please click that like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you'd like to be notified of those videos that I produce, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you get all the notifications, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.